a crucial question. If you're the Michael Jordan at your job, nobody does your job better than you, and you bust your tail working that job and you're as great as anybody is at it for the next 20 years, will you ever be able to retire with your dream lifestyle? Will you have all the time you want, all the money you can spend? Will that job, if you're the Michael Jordan, the best of the best at it, will you ever be able to retire 20 years down the road with that ultimate dream lifestyle? And if your answer is not yes, if it's a no, if you say my job does not offer that, then why keep going down that same path with no light at the end of the tunnel? But unfortunately, most people are stuck in that very predicament. Maybe they never even ask themselves, will my job ever deliver? They just kind of get into a rhythm and they just keep on going through the motions of life, but they never really stop and think, my job's never going to give me what I want. But if that's the case, if your job does not even have the possibility of giving you the lifestyle that you want, then you have to make a decision to do something different. So why become an entrepreneur? Do you want more for your life? Is a lack of money limiting your options? Maybe you have money, but you've got no time. Or look, here's the thing. Look, time and no money is no good, and having money but no time is no good. Who do you know who's got a happy balance of both? My favorite author and business coach of all time, Jim Rohn, always said, you work hard all day at your job to earn a living, but you should be working spare time, nights or weekends building your fortune. So the question is, of course, yes, you're working hard all day at your job to earn a living, working for someone else, building their fortune. But are you doing something on the side to build your fortune for you and for your family? Look, I think you should design your life with the end game in mind. If your job does not even offer the opportunity or the chance to achieve what you ultimately want as your lifestyle, then look, there's no other choice. You've got to make a change. You've got to make a decision to become an entrepreneur. Let me paint a picture for you. One day you're going to want to retire. And maybe if you've been a good person, you've got somebody to retire with. Maybe you have a spouse. So maybe there's going to be two of you. Okay, what age do you plan on retiring? Let's say 65. And let's say with good medicine and good health, you live 20 more years to 85. So picture this, there's two of you. You want to eat 3 meals a day, right? So 2 people eating 3 meals a day. And let's say you're only having to spend $7 per meal. Okay, you're not going out and eating really nice lobster and steak, but just $7 a meal. So 2 people eating 3 $7 meals a day. How many days a year do you want to eat? Of course, 365 days. Okay, and let's say you're going to live 20 years. So 2 people eating 3 $7 meals a day, 365 days a year, times 20 years. Do the math. You realize that means you're going to have $306,600, almost $307,000 in cash in the bank in order for you to be able to retire just to eat 3 $7 meals a day. Now, the question for you is now, look at your bank account. How far are you from having $307,000 ready for your retirement? Most people, unfortunately, don't even have $10,000 to their name, much less $300,000. Do you see what I mean? You've been working your job for however many years, and you've saved up how much? Are you ready for retirement? Not next year, not 10 years from now. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. If you have not saved up a lot by now, how is that ever going to change? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So what I submit to you is that, look, $300,000 just to be able to eat 3 $7 meals, that's not including, Christmas presents for the grandkids. It's not including going out to movies or dinner with your spouse. It's not including paying your heat or your phone bill. It's not including, going on a vacation. It's just to eat three $7 meals a day. That's why you've got to make a decision to do something different. So let's assume I have you semi-convinced that you need to do something, that you need to start some kind of a side business to supplement your job that will have the chance to give you the result that you're looking for. Let me share with you the book I wrote called Money Mindset. This went #1 on Amazon very, very quickly, #1 bestseller. Why? Because money is a very important topic. A lot of couples fight about it. A lot of people are stressed about it. Most people don't know how to attract money. They don't know how to keep the money that they make. They don't know how to grow the money that they've made. So my hope today is to be able to share with you the 3 forms of income that I wrote about in this book. The first form of income is what we call linear income. Linear income is basically you trading your time for money. I don't care if you're working at a fast food restaurant making $10 an hour. You could be making $100 an hour as a massage therapist. You could be a $400 an hour attorney. You could be a surgeon who makes $20,000 per surgery. If you do the work, you get paid. If you don't work, you don't get paid. You're trading your time for money, you eat what you kill, and in that scenario, which is what most people who are W-2 employees are used to, that's what most people are living by, trading their time for money. The second form of income is called leveraged income. Leveraged income, you incorporate the efforts of other people to generate your cash flow. Would you rather be the real estate agent or the broker? The insurance agent or the broker? You or your boss? The people who have people working for them, they make the most money and they tend to have the most time freedom. So leveraged income, I was very fortunate to be raised by my father who understood and taught me a business principle that most people in this country go to their grave never figuring out. He said, Brian, you can go out and sell a house and make a bunch of money. But he said, would you rather work hard or would you rather work smart? He said, wouldn't you rather be the real estate broker, have hundreds of agents out there working for you, and get a little piece of action off each one of their sales? So again, you can have leveraged income. You can go out and sell a house yourself and get paid, or you can be a broker and have a bunch of people creating leveraged income for you, okay? And then the third way you can generate income is residual income. This is my favorite form of income of all three. Residual basically means you do something one time, yet you get paid over and over and over and over again for what you did once. I'll give you a couple examples. An insurance agent sells you a policy. They get a big commission check up front. But then every year that the policy renews, even if they didn't even have to talk to you, it might automatically renew. They automatically get paid that renewal or residual income. That's brilliant, isn't it? Most people don't have any experience with residual income. I'll give you another example. Elvis Presley, one of the top highest paid performers in America, still to this day, decades after he's been passed away and gone. Why? Because he records a song one time, and then every time it airs, his estate gets paid. Michael Jackson, the same thing. Still one of the highest paid performers in the world. He recorded a song one time, every time it plays, his estate gets paid. So what I encourage you to do is do your exploration. Find yourself a side business that has all three forms of income: linear income, leveraged income, and residual income. And the truth be told, this is my little soapbox moment right now, I would not do anything else the rest of my life if it didn't have leveraged and residual income attached. If 100% of your income comes from 100% of what you do, in my book, that's called scary. What happens if you get sick, can't work, want to retire, God forbid you lose your job, what would happen? But if you've got leveraged income and you got residual income, it's not even predicated on you doing any work anymore. You can still keep on getting paid. So how are we doing? Have I convinced you even more to start your own business? Look, it's not if, but what. What kind of a business? I believe there's 4 steps. Number 1, open your mind. Number 2, evaluate opportunities. Number 3, find one that really resonates with you. And then number 4, make an informed decision and get going. Okay, so now let's talk about the 3 different paths you can take to start a business. The first one is you invent something. Are you an inventor? Do you have some great ideas floating around in your head? So let's say you want to invent. The challenge with being an inventor, it's high risk and high return. Most inventors lose their money. Most inventors, their invention never gets off the ground. So it's high risk, but if it does pop, it's got a high payoff. So an inventor is high risk, high return. The second option that you have is to buy into a franchise. A franchise is a proven business. It's already got a proven model. Other people are already out there doing it and making some money. So it's low risk, but it's also low return. You're going to put up X amount of money and you're going to get a predictable return back. You're probably going to have to invest about $500,000 of startup capital to be able to generate maybe $100,000 a year in income off of that one location, that one store, what have you. So an inventor, high risk, high return. Okay, a franchisee, it's low risk, low return. But now let's talk about the third and what I feel is the absolute best option for you, which is a home-based marketing business, because it's got low or basically sometimes no risk and super high return. Because here's the thing, you already have a proven model that is already succeeding in the marketplace. There's not much startup capital at all that you need to come up with to get it going, and the upside potential is unlimited. So let's recap that. You invent something, high risk, high return, if it works out at all. A franchise, low risk, low return, but it's going to take a lot of startup capital to get it going. Or a home-based business in the marketing space, low risk and unlimited income potential. That's why I believe that option number 3 that I chose to base my career path on, that's panned out to be a massive success, is the best chance of success for you as well. So let me give you some words to live by. Hopefully you'll never forget this. Whoever solves the biggest problems make the most money. Your goal right now should be to find a company that's solving a major problem that many people have. And if that company has a proven track record, and if you can believe in the product and its value, then allow yourself to get excited about it. Here's a piece of advice. When you buy somebody's opinion, you buy their lifestyle. So let me warn you right now, when you make the decision to start your own business, all your W-2 friends are going to come out of the woodwork and tell you that you're nuts. Just because they've decided to settle for a small lot in life. Unless you want their lifestyle that they've settled for, don't pay attention to their opinions. There's something magical about the feeling of building your own empire. Even if you only have 30 minutes to an hour a day to spend on it, you're going to feel a new exuberance for life because you now know you're building something for you and your family instead of always making someone else rich. So becoming an entrepreneur gives you the best of all worlds together. You start off part-time, which does not interfere with your job or your busy time schedule. You already have linear income, but now you're adding leveraged income and residual income to your life. And you're doing so not by going the inventing route with the high risk, nor by going the franchise route with the low return, but rather the home business route with little to no risk, but unlimited upside earnings potential. That's a virtual perfect scenario if you ask me, and all of my fellow business experts agree. Hey, Brian Carruthers here, your favorite network marketing coach and author of Building an Empire. Hopefully you enjoyed the free content I gave you today to help you further grow your network marketing income. If you liked what you saw, definitely head over to empirebuildersvault.com. I've got training programs that I've actually created over the last several years. One, Top Recruiter Secrets, to teach you everything about how to be a top recruiter in your company. Secondly, a locker room training, 5 intensive hours where we get in the locker room, we take the gloves off, and I can actually get, quite frankly, in your face about how to get raw and real, to uncover any roadblocks you might be having to help you succeed in your business. Network Marketing Leadership Academy, 6 hours of how to become a more effective leader and build a massive team. Time Masters for time management. Facebook for network marketers. I've got so much content I want you to get access to, and my Empire Builders Pro app. How would you like to be able to put your prospects into an email recruiting campaign that I have created that is generic, that will sell your prospects on why they need to become an entrepreneur in network marketing with your company? Go to empirebuildersvault.com and you can see how you can subscribe and start using that content and use those tools today.